We'll ask some question. You can speak a topic, your spiritual topic. If you have some question, yes. Oh, I think you have to repeat it. Yes.
To get to the level when it is clear whenever it's mind telling you or
Kanishta Adhikari is means translated or means meaning is he's a materialistic devotee. So he cannot recognize a super soul. Everybody can recognize a super soul, who Krishna or Lord is sitting in our heart. But because of our mental condition, we cannot differentiate. Is the mind speaking or is the super soul speaking to me? Like the example is given, materialistic devotees, mostly they are engaged in deity worship at the beginning. Of course, also in the highest stage they are doing. But for them, Krishna is standing on the altar. He's the most important. So he thinks himself is very close to Krishna, physically. But this is not a very high understanding. This is materialistic Kanishta. Means Krishna is present in form, is stone. But the Madhyamadikari means the middle stage. This is a higher development. He can see Krishna everywhere. So he is not only conscious of the Krishna when he stands before the Lord. Like when we close the curtain, then we bow down. Then we think, now he's seeing not. Now I am alone again. He is on the altar and he is not here. It's materialistic. But Madhyamadikari, he is seeing Krishna in the heart of all living beings. He is seeing him everywhere. There's nothing except him. So, but Madhyam means a middle stage. For him, he may be a teacher. He may give instruction how to make advancement in spiritual life. He has understood, but he comes down to speak to materialistic people and supervise or instruct them. And then there's Uttamadhikari. Uttamadhikari sees nothing else than Krishna. He is always together with him. He is always present in his heart. So Super Soul is the Super Soul is an expansion of Vishnu, Kshirokaishai Vishnu. He's as long as you're in the material world, he's sitting in the heart of all living beings. But he is not acting. And he may sometimes gives advice. We should not do this because this will harm us. But our mind is more strong. We say, oh, this is more important. I know it can be a failure what I'm doing, but I do it, I must. So Kanishta cannot separate these two. Madhyamadhikari, he can do this. And Uttamadhikari, he is always on the transcendental plane. He is always together with him. He is an exchange. He has a sweet exchange with the superior. The Lord is a person, we are persons. So there is, on the plane of the soul, Atma, the Lord is communicating and giving us advice. Sometimes he's making pastimes, performing pastimes with his devotees. So he has no touch with anything in this material world. He has no interest of anything in this material world, because he has realized this material world is like a dream. You start dreaming when you take birth in a body, gross body, and for some time it to us seems 100 years much. But in reality, these 100 years compared to Brahma's life is just a few seconds, and it is gone. Like we have these insects, how we call them, one-day flies, or they're living only a few hours. They think also it is a whole life, it is 100 years. The demigods on the higher planetary systems, they live according to our calculation. That's about 10,000 years. There is a scientific calculation they make that the sun is 6 months is daytime and 6 months is nighttime on different planets. But for them it's also 100 years. One day is 1,000, I think. No, one day of Brahma is we cannot calculate in our head. It's almost unlimited. It's even this Kali Yuga now takes 320,000 years, not? And the Treta Yuga, it Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga. The Satya Yuga people live for 100,000 years, but it is also 100 years. It is limited. It has a beginning and an end. So it's also whatever takes birth in this material world, whoever soul enters here, it is like illusioned by the external energy. It is under the influence of this material world, external world. So Super Soul or Krishna in the heart, he is not belonging to this world. So it means at the same time we are Jivatma, soul. And Super Soul is always with the soul as long as we are in this material world. So Super Soul is Vishnu, Krishna. He is eternal. He has no birth and no death. The same way we also have no birth. And we are also not dying. But because we identify with this gross body, we identify with this nature or with whatever we can see and hear and taste and touch. This is our reality, but it is temporary. It is not, it is called Maya. This is not the real thing. It's the meaning of the Maya, illusion. So as long as we identify with this external world, we are called Kanishta Adhikari. So we may believe, yeah, there is someone bigger, but we have not realized. We can, because we are only accepting what we can see with these eyes, what we can touch with this, what we can taste and hear with these ears and smell. So because of this, they think Krishna is stone here. But it is when pure devotee comes and he calls the Lord because he has a connection with Lord. Please, you take the service of your devotees. Because devotees, Kanishta, beginners, materialists cannot see, they have no spiritual eyes. So he asked the Lord, please come and stay and accept the service of your devotees. So this is for beginners, we are thinking like this. But the Super Soul is transcendental. It cannot be seen with any, or cannot be checked with our senses. Also not with our mind. Mind is also materialist, also belongs to the material energy. It's always connected with this world. And intellect also. So as long as we are connected with this external plane and did not get the spiritual vision or spiritual understanding, we cannot check the Super Soul. We may check, may speak, Krishna is everywhere, he is always there. So even if we close the curtain, the pure devotee does not think, now he is gone, he is sleeping or whatever. No, he is always present, he is present in his heart. Supersoul has a form of 4 hands. It's an expansion of Vishnu. But for the very intimate devotees of God, Krishna, he is manifesting his transcendental plane, Vrindavan, Goloka, or Ayodhya, Ram as Ram, and so many different forms the Lord manifests. And according to our mentality, we feel attracted to one of these forms. And there we have our eternal position. So that's because if a Vaishnava realizes, gets connected with the Supreme Lord, with the transcendental, he is not a member of this material world. Even he can be seen with his eyes, but he is not a member of this material world. He accepts everything as the Lord's mercy, good or bad. He is not afraid of that because he knows he has attained the plane of eternity. So this is the goal of Bhakti, of Vaishnava. Did I answer? Anything anyone wants to know, some doubts or some?
When you chant Hare Rama, is this for Balaram or for Ramachandra?
Yes. For Balaram or Ramachandra or Radha. It's not the same. Ram is Ramchandra. Balaram is the brother of Krishna. And Ram is also name of Radharani. It depends on our relation we have. That is described in the Shastras like this. When we chant, if we mean Ramchandra, then your mood is in the Ramalila. And you think Balaram, then is a Vrindavan mood as a friend of Krishna. If you are chanting the mood of higher relation, more close relation, Radharani is meant with. It is said in the Shastra, one should not speculate about the name. The sound of the name will reveal himself. It's a very powerful sound. And when we chant regularly, the Lord is non-different from Nam. And Nam means Nami. It means he will manifest through the sound. Sound is very powerful. Like in the Battle of Kurukshetra, they're fighting even with sound. The Brahmanas in the past, and they make yajna, homa. They did not have matches and burn the light or the homa. By mantra, they produce fire. And they had weapons, they are made of sound. It is called Brahmastra. But we don't have to fear these things nowadays. Because we have no power, we have no purity, we are contaminated. This sign is getting lost now. In the past, in the other yugas, Tapara, they had this, in the battle of Kurukshetra, still they had the power to make this. You can kill anyone only by sound. So very powerful persons could do this. Sound is very powerful. But Vaishnava devotee means we want to go to Krishna through the sound, home, back home, to Godhead. But don't worry, nobody is forced. We can stay as long as we want, life after life. We have to experience so many things we want to know, so many desires we have. But if one becomes sincere after many, many, many lifetimes, then he gets fried with this material world because it's going. There is no happy life in this world. You must cheat yourself. How can you enjoy this world nowadays? All around us they're fighting, killing each other. Even if you go to the streets nowadays, you must be careful that they not get attacked. But still we think of, I will enjoy in Malacca, I think it's called there. It's the main, and get drunk, and this they call enjoyment. This is not enjoyment. This enjoyment will not make you happy. Once a year, 1 week or 2 weeks. If you're satisfied with this, okay. If you want real happiness, eternal, always increasing, and we want the real thing, not we won't be cheated by this nature, material world.
So our nature, our intrinsic nature is that we are, eternal servant of Lord. So we actually, in essence, we all want to go back. Only we are in illusion.
This is the philosophy, yeah. But in reality, we want that he pleases us. We are not going to the church, to the mosque, to the temples. I want to please you, my Lord. What can I do for you? We come by bus and we have a list. My mother is sick. Can you please help her? Hare Krishna. We need more money. We want a new car. We have all this, what we want. So we make God, we make Krishna our servant. He is not our servant. Because we have such desire, we have to take birth here. There you can think. But Vishnu, God, Krishna is not our servant. Here is Kali, Durga, and so many demigods here. They are caring for us. Yes, you want this, but you have to pay for it. This is the law of karma. Action and reaction. But if you are from the deep in the heart, you say, my Lord, I cannot live anymore this place. I'll not find what I'm looking for. So you please accept my service. Please, I want to surrender to your lotus feet. Whatever you think, what is right for me, I will do, I will serve you. With this attitude we have to come. And not only come and ask, we have to do it. Then Lord will communicate with you. You are serious, then He will test us. So many tests. Until we are coming close to Him, we have to pass. Yeah.
I also heard that we are most fortunate because in this Kali Yuga, Paramatma came and He gave us the holy name. So through the sound we can receive the highest in this time that we are the lowest. Something more about this great fortune that we receive.
So yeah, you see, even the demigods want to take birth on this planet Earth here now. Why? Demigods, they live in opulence, Indaloka, Chandaloka, and all the higher planets. They are enjoying almost no problems. 10,000 years, according to our time calculation. Very wonderful life there. But because they enjoy, they want to enjoy, so they forget Krishna. They just receiving the result of their pious activities. If the pious activities are used, then they come back to this planet, get again the chance. So in Kali Yuga, here on this planet Earth, it is easy, because here it's very hard to enjoy, to really enjoy. So here it's very tough life in this material world. So even if you live so-called pious life here, it is a successful life, by example, as a materialist. Still, it is temporary. It is not lasting. Disease, old age, death, birth, we cannot avoid here. We cannot escape from this. But our mentality is some more, some less, is we want to enjoy. I want to enjoy. This whole planet, whole universe is made for us, Because here you can try to a certain extent enjoying, but you will never really get a real enjoyment. Something more to say.
Question and answer session of Gurudev with disciples. And then one disciple, he was asking to Gurudev, like, what were his projects in life? What was he occupied with? Well, then came to the conclusion that we need to get more people involved, like that is the main, like, or that is the main thing. It is not like to build big temples or, but to carry this loving mission of the Paramatma.
Guru Maharaj said.
Yes.
But if you want to help one to get free or to get liberated or to get out of them, you must be a pure devotee. You must be there. You must have this connection to the Lord. And when you build temple, then this temple is Vaishnava temple, Krishna temple. So for what you're building? For us? No. Everybody who wants to know more, he can come here. He will experience, if he has a little finer sense, that it is not a place like Vienna city somewhere. It is a different atmosphere, and here is if one wants to know sincerely, then he will get information here at this preaching. It is pure devotees, they are not coming by karma in this world. They come because Lord Chaitanya wants them, asking them. And they serve him. They come only here to serve him, to please him. They have no interest in anything here. They are not bound. My Gurudev, he becomes very old, and he many times laments to think all my friends are gone back. No, but the Lord wants me to stay here. He had nothing in this world what was. He wants to go back, but he surrendered. The Lord wants him here. Okay, he stays. So he become very 96 years he was staying in this world. And the Lord called him back it was during the Sandhya Aarti, now evening time. He was not dying in pain or disturbed. Very, very peaceful everything. He asked for a glass of water, and the servant gave to him. Then he looked to his picture, to the picture of his Gurudev, and he closed the eyes and left peacefully. You're not dying with me, full of anxieties, full of, oh, I have to go, I have to pay the rent. These are not ordinary souls. We have a sampradaya of pure acharyas. They are not ordinary, they are coming from the transcendental plane. Some may check something, some not. So, but the possibility, Mahaprabhu sent them here, and to the mercy of these high-class devotees, if one can surrender, then he also become a member. He had the great chance to come back home. He don't have to wait until he leaves this world. No. The connection is already there. We have no idea what means a peaceful mind. Our mind is chasing us and pushing us and always more and more. So Puchari is here. You could check it, yeah. One day you will feel attracted to this, then you will become sincere. Not today. Now they're waiting for Ati outside. They don't want to hear. Okay, we can close. Radhe Radhe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur, Paranandi, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Sindhubhyevascha, Paritam Bhavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.